Good morning. Colonel Timothy Cullen is Commandant and Dean of the School of Advanced Air and Space Studies, Air University, Maxwell Air Force Base, Alabama. He is a fighter pilot with over 1,000 hours in various models of the F-16, with more than 250 hours in combat. Colonel Cullen is also a distinguished graduate of the U.S. Air Force Academy, holds a PhD from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and above all else, is a graduate of SAS Class 17. In addition to his many military and academic accomplishments, Colonel Cullen is happily married with 4 sons and 3 daughters. A great American, folks. But ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you Colonel Astro Cullen.
What? Please have your seats. Interesting. Hey, I just want to start off with SAS family. I'd like to pass our condolences to the ACSC family because I understand this weekend your dean's mother died. Horrible to hear that news. I wish he was here today. But Dr. Forsyth is one of the reasons why SAS is such a great school. He's such a great educator. And I wish he was here to hear this pitch. That said, the pitch itself, the number one objective is for me to communicate to you that please do apply. It should be no cost to you other than some of your time in filling out the application. Otherwise, you can turn down the SAS appointment at any time, no cost to you. But otherwise, one of the reasons why, again, like I said, instructors like Dr. Forsyth have made SAS such a success is that the mission itself of SAS has remained constant throughout the 25-year history of the school. And its number one focus is on you, the student, and on your education to become strategists. Again, the number one priority of faculty members, and we have some of them here up this morning. Please come down after the brief if you'd like to talk to them or ask me any questions. But their number one priority, although very proud of their independent research, is to instruct, educate you. That is our number one priority, to become strategists and solve problems for the Air Force. Who knows where we're going to be in 2 years, right? Very uncertain world out there, and we need you to help solve problems for the Air Force and the nation. There's several reasons why, again, we think the formula is very effective at SAS, our teaching formula. But number one is the quality of students entering the program. Hence, please apply. You have the vision, you have the interest, please, if you do apply. You got the talent to succeed at SAS. We also obviously have faculty efficient administration, and then we'll talk a little bit about the curriculum. Curriculum itself is interdisciplinary, not unlike ACSC's curriculum. It's collaborative, again, not unlike ACSC's. We're going to be building upon that. It's also diverse. Unlike ACSC, we break it up into 3, 4, 5-week blocks, concentrate on one topic area, one field per se, and then move on from there. 12 total courses. At the end, you have an oral comprehensive exam. At the end and throughout, you'll also be working on a 50 to 80-page thesis. And for some select few in the class, if desired, again, this is a voluntary program for you to enter and continue on with this select few AU PhD program. We'll talk a little bit about that later. As far as the classes internally, those 3 to 4, 5-week classes themselves, it's not a book a day club, it's 4 books a week. Okay, not that much. No, okay. We got a class, 2-hour seminar, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That 2-hour seminar, you'll discuss a book or reading for that day, around 300 pages or so. At the end of that 3, 4, 5-week course, you'll have a paper due. Some of them are in class. Some of them you'll work on the entire 3 to 4, 5 weeks. Some of them you'll be able to work on for only a week. Okay? Again, like I said, you'll be also working on a thesis throughout the course. We designate Wednesdays as time to do your research project. And then you'll be graded on that paper at the end, your seminar participation in discussing that book every day, and then your thesis is pass-fail. As far as students are concerned, again, that is a secret of the SAS sauce, okay, is great students. So please apply. There is a rumor out there especially for CAF folks like myself, that if you go to SAS, you're going to slow yourself down. You know, it's a 1 year out. You know, you're not going to progress like you would have if you didn't go to SAS. That's, as far as the evidence is concerned, what we've seen. 93% to 06 for SAS graduates is what we've seen, and 33% of folks that stay in to 07. The evidence isn't there, as far as I'm concerned, as far as slowing you down. And again, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but if you do go to SAS, the Air Force's priority for the assignment after SAS is to get you to command. That's the number one priority. As far as faculty concerned, that's another great thing about the school is they're there for you. We have 3 students for every faculty member, 9 civilian faculty, 7 military faculty. Again, we're very proud of our independent research. We're also proud of us as educators. And we're certainly engaged with the rest of the Air University. Here's some of the folks. These are the folks in SAS faculty, schools we went to. Very diverse backgrounds in that group as well. We're not all fighter pilots, okay? We got maintenance folks, we got acquisitions folks, we got cyber professionals that are sitting down here right now. And the payoff, again, we need you to solve problems for the Air Force and the nation. Who knows what issues are going to arise in the next couple of years. And SAS will get you in a position to make a change, to influence policy, to influence strategy. It's a great opportunity. And like I said, there's rumors out there that, you're going to have to do a SAS payback if you do go to SAS. There is no such thing as SAS payback. Number one priority is to get you to command. You need to command squadron, leaving ACSC, leaving SAS at some point in order to get promoted. We know that. After that is getting you, if you're a rated person, or if you need some sort of a thing you need for your professional development as far as leadership is concerned in your AFSC, especially if you need to make gates, or if you're bumping up against 5 years out of the jet, we will get you back to the jet. After that, again, every year, the Air Force, led by AFPC, and then vetted by the A58, Air Force A58, we create the jobs as an Air Force for ASG graduates, SAS graduates, SAMS graduates, SAW graduates. We compete the jobs that they go to every year, individual jobs, we compete them, and then prioritize them every year. They change every year, and they're tailored to the problems of the Air Force and what we're trying to solve, and the issues of the day, of the year. We will put you in a position to make as much impact as we can. And then, hey, afterwards, let's talk. I mean, some of you folks that want to apply, go through SAS year, will want to pursue a PhD as well without having to go to a civilian institution. You can do that. Several of my classmates have done that. It's a very valuable, time-consuming endeavor. And if you have any questions about that, please let me know. But that is out there too, an accredited PhD program for folks that go through SAS and ACSC. How do you get to SAS? 1,500 today. You're going to get an email with the application, okay? And please get back to your representatives for ACSC. We'll get those by 30 September. That's the due date, right? And part of that is an essay. We don't necessarily use the essay. Please use the essay as a personal thing for you to improve your writing, okay? That's where we make our money. It's so hard to make a very concise, cogent, influential paper. Please practice that here at ACSC, and please take the opportunity to do that with this as well. But we use that internally as a faculty at SAS in order to kind of give a thumbs up, thumbs down for people that apply to SAS, i.e. thumbs down. It's written in Klingon. I can't understand what they're writing about. We look at, again, we have the board first week of November. We pull everybody's records. We do the board itself. We look at your records. We're looking for career progression. We're looking for potential in your career. This year, we're going to select 35 individuals. We'll take 35 individuals, and I'll work to my representative and say, did any of those people say in Klingon or something that we couldn't understand? Every year it's been no. Everybody's essays has been great. So take that opportunity. Don't sweat the essay too much, please. And realize it is records review for the board, which is held on a week of November. Pulling your records the first week in November. You'll get notified in early December. We'll have a couple dozen alternates as well, most likely. You'll get notified, and I'll work back and forth with the individuals as well as the other ASG schools on what your preferences are, yay or nay. Again, this is the point where you can turn down whatever you want. Again, this is the point where I'm saying the only thing that costs you is time. If you have other opportunities, for goodness sake, take them. You don't have to go to SAS, and it won't hurt you in the long run. We'll deconflict, and then the final ASG list released mid-January, and class starts 10 July. Admission criteria, yes, you have to go to IDE. Your buds that didn't go in residence to IDE, if you did an online master's program, ACSC, you can also apply. If your brothers and sisters that are a fellowship that don't get a master's degree, as long as they have an undergrad of 3.25 or higher, they can still get in. And obviously you got to get selected by the board. Reserve and guard, a little different process. If you got questions on that, come on down afterwards. And sister services, same type of thing as well, but work through your parents' service. And then international officers, there's some criteria for that as well. Please come down and ask those questions afterwards. Some frequently asked questions. I think I've covered some of them. Selection board itself, 8 SAS graduates, 06s, with some faculty members as well from different career fields are on the board. Again, we're looking for career potential. Okay? It's a records review. Look at all your records. Yes, please continue with the normal assignment process. Can you apply for all the ASG schools? Please do. Yeah. You're late for SAMS though, right? But you have until 30 September for SAW. So please do apply for those. I certainly recommend that. And are there quotas? No. There are no quotas as far as specific AFSCs and what we need to see. It changes from year to year. For example, my SAS class 17, we had 8 space professionals. This last SAS class only had 1. It just, again, depending on the makeup of the people that apply. And I guarantee you, if you don't apply, you will not get into SAS. I guarantee you that. All right. That's all I have. I'd love you to come down and ask questions. It's a tough school. Yes, it's 4 books a week. You're going to have to do independent research, but I think it's very valuable. And the mission, I think it's critical for us to succeed as a service and as a nation. But go ahead, please. Got one person who got a question, yeah. Yeah. Actually, at any time, in concert with your advisor, you as an individual researcher can travel to do research. Again, you have to justify it. And again, we give you the tools in order to do that, and we guide you through that process. Also, next Saturday at 1 o'clock, you're going to see 2 buses drive away from the SAS building on the way to Europe for a week on a strategic immersion trip. Well, we'll be flying into London, Battle of Britain, taking the ferry over to Calais, Normandy landings, combined bomber offensive, and coming back about 8 days later. Great opportunity. For the inbound class, you guys are, again, one thing I didn't mention was, let's say you're a 14N, you're an Intel person, and you need to go back into the field in order to get your major leadership hack for whatever reason. Do that. You can always apply for SAS a year from now, okay, 2 years from now, as long as you're within 16 years of starting SAS. But I mentioned that because next SAS class, I'm working with the faculty on this. I still need to get everybody's thumbs up, but I would really like, again, we're going over to Europe as far as strategic immersion in World War II. I'd like to move that for next year to the Cold War, to the Vietnam War, and actually take a strategic immersion trip to Vietnam. But yes, annually we do have a large TY for the entire class. We go as a group, but also individuals for your research. You can also go TDY for that as well. We do have a budget for that travel. All right. Thank you for your time. Come on down if you got questions. Dismissed.